We'll be formally launching the party with its name in about 7.5 to 8 weeks' time. So it will reveal itself as we move along. And now you would argue, well, that's managing the media cycle, Eddie, isn't it? And I would say, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is, you know, calling it what it is. So that will reveal itself. On the question of, you know, why didn't we start with a name? Well, if we start with a name and a whole bunch of candidates, you wouldn't have been able to start like that, because you wouldn't have been able to hold it. It would have revealed itself before you ever got going, you know, because Ireland is pretty porous. So we did not break like that. It was done.
What would have been necessarily wrong with that?
Well, because you're announcing something that's coming out in bits and pieces rather than controlling the information which was coming out, which quite clearly you can see is an issue. We've launched 4 principles. One of those principles is completely at odds with people's ability to conventionally think about it, which is the idea that you basically have as your core principle the chasing after what is conventionally regarded as a left-wing target, which is the introduction of a minimum lifestyle standard. And this is grounded in very, very detailed work done by the Vincentian Partnership. In other words, you're looking at the nominal value of the social protection programs and the gaps between that and the actual minimum lifestyle standard as decided by that work, and you're trying to plug those gaps, but you're going at it by efficiency gains in the way you run the state. So what you do is you have to join then at the hip. You join real reform of public services and the savings to be made with the hitting of those targets. So you're using right-wing economics effectively to chase a left-wing target, and that's something that that people will get used to as the meat comes on the bones.